Good morning. This is the morning of day 5 of my juice fast. Anthony Lindley on his juicing adventure, also known as the Lindley Brothers Get Juice, since me and my brother are both taking on this adventure. As I mentioned before, I've chosen to go straight with the juice fast. He's following the Reboot program, where he's got 5 days of eating and juicing, 5 days of juicing, and then the other 5 days of eating and juicing. I'm going banging my head against the wall, going all the way for juicing only. Day 5, not so bad. As I've mentioned before, I really learned as long as you keep the juice going, keep your body with nutrition, the hunger seems to go away. The more that my system is cleansed and there's no food in my system, I definitely notice less of a presence of the hunger pangs. And I want to point out that that's pang, P-A-N-G, not pain. It's really important that you know the proper term, because if you consider it as a hunger pain, it's more of a negative influence on your mind. So I want to kind of talk about that today, how important it is for your mind to be in the right mindset. This morning I listened to Joel Osteen, and he has his podcast that any of you can go listen to. And today it was called Feed Your Mind, and how important it is to feed your mind. It's exactly the same as it is with food. You are what you eat. You are what you think. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So obviously the effects of juicing as putting pure nutrients in my system is really making me feel a little more clear. My arthritis, I want to touch bases on that. Last night, I'm very excited to say that I took no medicines. Typically I will take 5 milligrams of prednisone, 200 milligrams of Celebrex, and a half of a hydrocodone pain pill. That's my daily regimen. But I was feeling no pain yesterday evening, so I decided to skip it, and I was a little scared that I might wake up this morning with pain, but I'm very happy to say that no, there is no pain. And so that's quite exciting, and it's showing me that yes, indeed, a lot of my inflammation and pain is caused by toxic buildup. Now that I'm removing these toxins, and it's just not creating my pain. There are some substances that I can consume, alcohol, food, different drugs, different things that you might take that instantly affect me and cause me pain. So I'm quite certain that the toxins are responsible. But I do want to touch bases back what Joel was talking about. What you put in your mind is important. So as far as this juice fast goes, you have to ask yourself the right questions. If you want to make this easier on yourself, you've got to be in the right frame of mind. One of my favorites is Tony Robbins, and he says questions are the key to life. The quality of life is only as good as the quality of questions that you ask. Now think about that. It's only as good as the quality of questions that you ask. So if you're asking yourself, how can I feel better? You will seek the answers on how to feel better. So it's really important on how you are going to construct your frame of mind, not how am I going to get through this without eating, not how am I going to not ever have meat, or just if you ask a negative question, guess what? You're going to get a negative answer. So you need to learn to ask positive questions. So I'm asking myself, how is it that as the days go by, I'm really not having so many hunger pangs, P-A-N-G. It is not a pain. Well, I realize what a hunger pang is. And I'm not a scientist, and I may be wrong, but what I'm thinking is, when you have food in your system, it's being digested. What you're hearing are the juices and the digestive process occurring. Now that there is no solid food in the system, there is nothing being processed and gurgled around. Therefore, I'm having less of a gurgling sound. I guess occasionally I get a gurgle because there's liquid going down, but I'm drinking a lot of water, drinking my juice. I've had no solid food. I think I ate a grape while I was making my juice. And so it's important that you understand what it is. And for those who might just be beginning, I said I'm only day 5, but it is becoming easier every day, especially as I am taking my time I'm getting on the computer, I'm reading books, I am focusing my energy, my mental energy, on putting things back in my mind that are going to support this. And one thing that Joel Osteen said this morning that was just great was he was talking about the eagle. You know, the eagle is the king of all birds, and he soars with all glory. And did you know that an eagle does not eat dead food? He only eats live food. He would rather go through the trouble of searching, hunting, capturing, and eating live food because he knows that the energy is in live food, not in decaying mass. Not like the vulture and other birds that we consider scavengers. We don't want to go around being scavengers throughout life and live in the results. Look how beautiful and majestic a bald eagle is. Look how ugly a vulture is. Maybe there has something to do with a vulture eats all dead food, eagle eats all live food. He flies, he soars, and he is the most powerful, the strongest of all of the birds. So why don't we try to be the eagle by what we put in? When we're eating plants, when we're eating this juice, when we're consuming this is pure, live enzymes, live energy, live food, that's going to help us soar and live with the power and vitality that we deserve. So keep your questions positive. Ask yourself the right questions. Do not ask, how will I fail? When you go look on YouTube or wherever and you start looking at people's videos, don't go try to find the ones where, oh my God, how did they get through the hunger? How did they, some people shift off in the negative mindset. Go and just turn that one off. Go and find another one that's positive. Find something that says, hey, I am feeling the vitality. I know that what I'm putting in is good, and I know this is good for me. So focus your energy on positive things. Ask positive questions. You will find positive answers. So I am feeling good today. My energy levels seem to be good. I really never went through a, quote, funk, like some people say, of the detox, but maybe that's because I didn't go straight from junk to juice. I've kind of been eating vegetarian at least 80% for the past 8 months, 10 months. So I really have had a little constipation issue, so I drank some senna tea last night. It helped a little bit this morning. Nothing to write home about, but hey, it was better than nothing. But the senna tea is supposed to be a natural, herbal, no-calorie solution. So if you find yourself constipated, try the senna tea, or you can go the more drastic route with an enema. I chose not to go that route. The tea tasted a little better, and I'm sure it smelled better. So on that note, Anthony Limley letting you go on day 5. I didn't report day 4, so kind of take this as day 4 and 5 combined. Oh, I take that back. I did record some day 4 yesterday in the morning only, so I'll post that up as well. So thanks for joining me. Stay juiced. Limley brothers, get juiced. Robert, you keep it up, my brother. And may God bless you and all of you. Have a great day.